Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope everyone is doing really well. Today I'm here to discuss about who should start learning Shopify theme development and what they will need to start their journey. As you already know that Shopify is one of the most powerful and fast growing e-commerce platform in the world right now. It doesn't matter if you are a freelancer or a student or you are someone who are willing to learn a skill with high earning potential. Shopify theme development has many open doors. So you can start from anywhere and learn Shopify theme development and make your imagination live. So what you don't need to start your journey. You don't need to be a full stack developer or a master stack developer. You don't need to learn any JavaScript framework like React, Vue, or Angular. You don't need to learn any CSS framework like Tailwind CSS, Material UI, or Bootstrap. And you also don't need a Shopify Plus plan or any Shopify plan to start your journey. Shopify has a free development store settings. You can create your own store, a development store, in which you will try your imaginations. You can learn using Shopify Liquid, and you can build anything you want, any features, any custom features, anything you like. So you don't need to know everything, and you don't need to be a perfect to start your journey in Shopify. You just need to start. As we say, it shouldn't be one day. It should be day one. So start your journey today. Who can start the Shopify theme development journey right away? Uh, if you are you if you already a front-end developers, or you are already a freelancer who is working on various e-commerce platforms, or you are only a student who are trying to learn basic things like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You can be a web designer who have worked with many stack like React, Vue, Angular, or Django, Python. And if you are agency owners, you can start learning things on Shopify theme development. As I mentioned in here, if you enjoy building user interfaces and want to see your work make a real business impact in e-commerce, then Shopify is a really great skill to learn. What you need to know before starting your journey. Sorry. I have created a checklist in here so that you be comfortable when you are starting learning Shopify theme development. So one need to know some basic HTML and CSS, the basic HTML structure, some basic CSS structures like vanilla CSS, and the basic JavaScript. So if you are good, or if you can create something, some interactions in a web page using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you are good to go. You are more than comfortable enough to start your journey in Shopify theme development. For the IDE, I prefer VS Code, which is much more easy user friendly for a developer. And for version controlling, I will use Git. I prefer use Git. I love Git. And another thing you have to learn is Shopify Liquid. Liquid is basically a Shopify templating language. It's easy to pick up, easy to learn, and it's the same formation like any other language. Just the syntax is different than JavaScript or anything. Right? We will jump onto that. So let's see how we can start our journey by learning Shopify theme Liquid language, Shopify templating language Liquid. So let's go to Google and search for Shopify Liquid. Go to the first page. And in this page you will see the documentation for the liquid. In here we have the introductions, how Shopify liquid work based on object tags and filters, which operators has been supported by Shopify, which value is truthy and falsy value we have in here, true, false, null, and the types. We already know these types like string, number, boolean, nil, and array. We have used those in JavaScript. There's another one is empty drop, which is basically in an empty drop is returned if you try to access a deleted object, right? So when you are working in a collection page and you are looking for something from that collection object that doesn't exist, then they will give you this drop. It could be collection drop, empty drop, page drop, or anything like that. So we will know about that in our later videos. We have some tags like the control flow, how the flow is working. So our iterations like for loop, for else, break, continue, if else, limits, offsets. We have our template definition in here, some variables, how we are going to assign our variables, how we can capture and repeat it in reusable functions. If you are using a reusable component, if we are trying to use a reusable component or reusable code which can be used in various places with the same things, then we are going to use the capture. We have some increment and decrement method in here as usual. So, and we have some filters. Basically filters is some JavaScript methods. In JavaScript we have some methods like dot append, dot concate, or something like that, dot join, dot push. In array we use dot push and dot pop. So those are called Shopify liquid filters. Like if I want to append something, I can use this to append it. And if I want to do a plus or minus or times, you can use this. So this is the Shopify documentation. To learn Shopify liquid, and we will need another thing to practice our documentation. We will need a playground. So liquid just has a really good platform, playground, so that we can practice in here. We have already an example like using a for loop. I am rendering these values in HTML. We can do that as well. So let's just forget about it. I'm thinking to render something like suppose I want to append something. So to do that, let's just copy these things. So before start learning the Shopify templating language, we need to know how the syntax is working. So I have two syntax in here. Suppose if you want to return something from your liquid, so you have to start your journey using double curly braces, paste your code, and close it using the double curly. Here you can see the results, right? That's it. If you want to assign some variables or using any iterations, for loop, if, unless, anything like that, you have to start your journey using curly percentage, and like for I in, I'm rendering the value from 1 to 5 using the for loop. If you start a for loop, you have to close it. To close, I am going to end for and close, right? And I want to return the value of I, right? So the curly braces, you can see, like right now I want to break and the value is 3. I don't want to return 4 and 5. So I need an if clause. If I have the follow value, you can check in here. I have the follow values in here. Follow parameters of size reverse the follow object in here. The follow object return the first index, index 0, last value, length, and right index. So I'm going to check the index value. So follow.index is equal to 3. Then we are going to break. And as I have start and if close, I have to close it. It should work. Right, I have used a break element in here. Let's just I have the append. Oh, my bad, the spelling mistake. So you can see if the value is 3, then we are using break. Yeah, that's how we are going to learn about Shopify Liquid. You can go through the documentations in here and get back to the Liquid JS playground and try to learn some iterations or try to comfortable with the Shopify filters. That's all for this video. We'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you everyone.